My fellow Americans, I welcome you.
What the fuck am I doing? You know, I don't know why I keep this thing around, and you guys will not know why the hell I have such a thing. You'll never know. I'm sorry. Anyways, getting that pretty embarrassing thing off, and I guess that pretty awful intro out of the way, welcome you guys to some sort of an update-ish video that I'm deciding to do here today on this nice Saturday. There are quite a lot of reasons why I decided to have this as my Saturday video. There's a lot of things I want to talk to you guys about, or not a lot, but important things that I want to talk to you guys about, and some things that I think I should inform you guys about, and just keep it clean until next week, because that's when I think I'm going to start posting videos, you know, regularly again, because I've had a problem this week, and we're going to talk about that very shortly. But next week I'll hopefully get back on track perfectly and get out videos on scheduled time for you guys. So you know what, starting on that note, let's talk about why I haven't posted anything except for my podcast over the last week. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and not any other days, I had some sort of basic driving lesson from 5 to 9 every goddamn evening. In itself, I mean, that doesn't sound too bad, but when I quit school at 4 on Mondays and Tuesdays, that's basically leaving me with 2 hours at home of doing stuff before I go there. Not even before I go there, just in total. 2 hours in total over 2 days is not a lot. Now some of you are probably like, oh, why are you complaining about Monday and Tuesday? You had Wednesday on you, didn't you? Well, on Wednesday I used 3 hours to edit a podcast for you guys, oh bam. That's pretty much that. And I also realized that a lot of people will say like, why didn't you use those 2 hours each day to record and edit something? Your videos don't take that long to make, do they? And no, they don't. They take like around 30 minutes to basically record and then maybe an hour to edit. But the thing is that on Wednesday and Friday I had both biology and math tests, and those 2 subjects are hard. So basically I was kind of drowning in schoolwork over the last week, and I do apologize to you guys for not being that informative either on Twitter, for those of you who follow me there. You had like no clue what's going on. All you knew was that I had the podcast coming out and that, you know, stuff was happening in the background that prevented me from recording. Anyways though, now I do have my autumn break for a week, so I hope that this can kind of get me back on track and get my normal videos out, which includes the core now on Sundays. That means tomorrow I'm gonna have a core out for you guys, and in a week I'm also gonna have one. On Mondays we're gonna have the Hunger Games. On Wednesdays we're gonna do something every second week. I realized that I said I was gonna have the podcast out every single Wednesday, but just the amount of time it took to record and edit and render and upload, I don't think I can do that every single week with the amount of schoolwork I have. And finally on Fridays we're gonna have Frosty Fridays coming up, which is gonna be great. We're also gonna have some of the greater games coming out soon. What could they be? That was unnecessarily scary. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess that's my updates for this entire video. Looking at them in perspective, they didn't feel worth making an entire video on. But hey, you guys didn't see any gameplay, you saw my face, you focused on everything that had to do with the updates, and I guess that's pretty good in of itself. You're now updated. I don't need to say anything else. I'm coming on tomorrow with a core SMP video, which is gonna be great. And yeah, I'm gonna see you ladies next time. Bye bye.